So hey guys, Antari again. Today we have Battle versus Man from Serbi Wi-Fi chatroom. We both decided to do some UU match because UU matches are always fun and great. So here I try to use my new Rotom lead, which actually didn't do that much in this match because it ends up being KO'd by this Tauros and his Zen Hibut. And eventually this Tauros didn't carry the Intimidate, it actually carries the Anger Point, so that's kind of cool for me, because I don't have to worry about the Intimidate. And actually, after the death of my Rotom, I decided to bring in my Magnetov, but he ends up switching into this pesky fucking Chansey. And actually I end up getting a Power Hacks with this Thunderbolt, and that's kind of cool for me, because getting Power Hacks is always great. And actually he didn't get Power Hacks at all, and he can set up the Wish, which is kind of bad because now all my Thunderbolts are pretty useless. And I can explode because if I'm not sure if it is 1 KO even with my Magneton Explosion. And yeah, after he break my sap with Seismic Toss, I decided to go for Explosion, just fuck it, and yeah. And it occurred that it didn't actually 1 KO it, and fortunately this Chansey got Power Hacks here. I don't know what he was trying to do, maybe Soft Boil or something like that. So my next poke was Azumarill because it's pretty good counter, and I go for a Waterfall predicting some switch. And actually he ends up bringing his Pelipper, which is kind of wallish poke. So I decided to take a switch to my Scary Mojo, and on the switch he decided to put me into Poison with Toxic. And predicting a switch, I go for the trick, and actually he switched into his Chansey, so that was kind of unbelievable part of prediction of mine, because now his Chansey is pretty useless for him. It loses its ability to regain its health and get regeneration with the Swish and leftover things. So now I guess just go to set up the Soft Rocks, and after that I was just trying to do as much damage as I can with Earth Power. And actually my Claydol is still lacking in Explosion, as you all know, and this Explosion can be really handy here. So after my Claydol goes down, I decided to bring in my Azumarill because I just want to get rid of this Chansey. So I finished off with Waterfall, and that's kind of good for me. So his next poke was Primeape, and I was afraid some kind of fighting move. So I decided to bring in my Gastrodon, and he actually ends up using U-turn and bringing in his Pelipper. So I just go for the Toxic because Toxic Walls is always great. And actually I don't understand why he go for the Surf here, because Surf isn't that effective on Gastrodon. Maybe he was predicting some kind of switch. So that was kind of weird, but now his Pelipper is Poison, and he decided to Air Slash, and that's also kind of weird, because Air Slash isn't going to be as effective as Toxic on Gastrodon. And this Pelipper actually carries Toxic, so that was kind of weird. And after that, I guess he've come to realize that, and he go for a Toxic, which obviously misses, which is kind of epic. And I just go for the Recover to get some HP back. And now his Pelipper is going to die, and actually he goes for a Toxic, and now my Gastrodon is being poisoned, and it's kind of bad for me. But his Pelipper is also going to go down by this poison. So anyway, his next poke was again his Tauros, so I just go for a Surf because it's my stab, and I'm pretty sure it will be 2-hit KO, sorry, for me. So yeah, Surf does some decent damage, and from my perspective it looks like a 2-hit KO. So I just go for another Surf, and he goes for Earthquake, which isn't that effective as it looks. And yeah, my Gastrodon will survive even this poison this turn, so that's kind of good for me. So his next poke was Hitmontop, and he go for some priority move, which is Fake Out, and finish off my Gastrodon. So next poke, which I decided to bring in, was my Azumarill, and he decided to take a switch into his Cacturne. So I go for a Waterfall predicting some switch, and actually do some decent damage. So next turn I decided to take a switch into my Helios Volume 2 because I was afraid of some kind of Seed Bomb or things like that. And actually he ends up using Sucker Punch, so that's cool for me. And the next turn I wasn't afraid that much of the Sucker Punch, so I go for Ice Beam to finish off this Cacturne. So his next poke was Primeape, and he goes for his stab close combat, which will obviously take down my Helios Volume 2, but he got some special defense and defense drop, so now I'm pretty sure I'm able to finish it off with Aqua Jet, which is my priority move, and stop. So anyway, his last poke was Hitmontop, and he just go for a Fake Out and Mach Punch, these two priority moves, because Hitmontops are always packed with priority moves. So after that I just go for Aqua Jet to KO it because I got a crit. So anyway, great game, man. Comment, rate, subscribe, guys, and yeah, hope you like this match. See ya later. Peace.